What the dog doing?
Alright, let's talk about that. What's up, guys? I'm the Angel, and today we're going to be talking about probably the best weapon in Brawlhalla as of right now. We're going to be talking about Axe. Now, Axe has a very straightforward game plan. Just deal as much damage as possible, as fast as possible, before dealing the finishing blow. Usually this happens around like 8 or 9 hits or so, depending on who you're playing. So if you're playing like a Taro, Zoe, Jala, you're gonna kill pretty early. Most of the other Axe Legends don't get played as often, but Axe is just a really solid weapon overall. And like I said, probably the best weapon in the game. Has been for a while now. So let's get started on talking about its light attacks. First, we're going to be talking about Neutral Light. Neutral Light, as most Brawlhalla moves go, this is just a straight up get off me tool. It's a nice little wall in front of you. It's not as vertical as it used to be, nor does it jump like it used to be, so you can't avoid like Sword D like you could before. But it's still pretty good. Hit stack. This move is really strong, and at late percent, it does kill. So Axe does have a ground killing move, which is really good because a lot of weapons don't, or they just kill super late. Next up, we're going to be talking about Side Light. Side Light is your bread and butter combo starter. It's what you're going to be using to punish people with. You know, it's not quick, but it does come out pretty well. Pretty fast. It does have great coverage, as you're about to see here. Even covers a bit above you, like throughout the move, as you can see right there. Now, you are not safe from behind, which is why it's not a move you can just throw out, and it is pretty slow. Decently slow compared to something like Neutral Light or Deal. But, not too much I can say about it. It's just a straightforward attack. Now, the next move we're going to be talking about is probably one of the best anti-airs in the game. We're going to be talking about D-Light. Downlight has great coverage, and really great coverage. While it doesn't get as much utility as it used to, where it used to hit on the ground, it's still a great anti-air move. It does kill pretty late, but that's not what you're going to be using it for. You're mainly going to be using it to pressure platforms, and just keeping your opponent in the air in those juggle situations. When you're getting juggles, you're going to be throwing out a lot of nairs, D-lights. This is the move that you're going to be using to pressure from the ground. And it's actually really good at it. Hits at a nice 45-degree angle, which is why most Scythe players, such as myself, hate this move. It's so hard to deal with sometimes. But hey, at least it's not hitting ground anymore, so there's that. Speaking of Nair, we're going to be talking about Nair next. Nair is kind of like Sword Nair, except it doesn't hit grounded. Now, I could be wrong on this. I tried a long time to get it to hit grounded. It just doesn't hit from where I was trying to do. But it has better coverage than Sword Nair. Look at that. That's huge. It's a giant move, really good for juggling. Probably one of the best juggling nairs in the game, besides maybe Cannon. Either way, this is a great move, a great neutral tool. You're going to be using this a lot. Next up, we're going to be talking about one of the hardest hitting moves in the game, Axe Air. This is your main killing move. Now, it is really slow with a decently thin hitbox. I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I didn't think it would be that small. Well, it's not really small, but it's smaller than I thought it would be. but it does still cover a pretty large area. Hits pretty hard. This move, the only problem with it is that it's super slow, which is to balance out Axe already insane kill power. So just don't throw it out in neutral. Be careful how you use it, and you should be fine. It's not a hard move to use. Next up, we're going to be talking about a special move, Dare. Now, unlike Scythe and Boots, Axe doesn't have active input, but what it does have is multiple variants of one move, which is Dare, and Ground Pound, so we'll get to that in a second. Now, of course, there's the aerial version. You know, everyone knows this move. They did nerf the drift on it, but it's still a really good move to throw out. Has decent coverage below. Does not have the same coverage that Nair does, which I was surprised to find out. But as we all know, this move is just great in general, so it doesn't really need it. It does have great coverage, but it doesn't have the exact same coverage that you would think it would have with Nair. Now, the grounded hitbox is very different. Well, first I'm going to show you. This move just covers a lot of space. It covers a lot of space on the wall, off the wall, in the air. It's just a great approaching tool, which is why they had to nerf it, but it's still a pretty good move to throw out in neutral. Now, the grounded variant has a little like Nike check, like a swishing move, which if you're going to use this move, use it, but use only the back end, because that's where it starts the true combo with side light. D-light, my bad. Next up, we're going to be talking about one of the best ground pounds in the game, not the hardest hitting one, but definitely one of the bigger ones. We're going to be talking about ground pound. As ground pound, nothing I could say about it that I haven't said before about other ground pounds. It's really good for killing. It's really big. Decently strong. Not as strong as like bow or lance, but still pretty strong. It's not one big circle like everyone thinks it is. It does have like spaces where you could probably punish. I wouldn't do it because the move is pretty fast, but still. And as I was saying in the Dare section, this move has two versions. Now, you're not going to be seeing the grounded version a lot. It doesn't really do much of anything, but it's there, you know. This is a basics guide, so I'm not going to be going into all the niche stuff that you can do with it, especially because it's not that useful. You may want to throw this out off stage. Next up, we're going to be talking about probably the best recovery in the game. Well, you know what? Yeah, no, this is one of the best recoveries in the game. Now, while it does have gaps where you can punish, it's not like a big circle. This is still really good. It's really fast, and it's ridiculously strong. This move has killed people so many more times than any other actual killer recovery. Like, this move kills on accident. That's how good it is. This is probably one of the best recoveries in the game, right under Spear and Katars. Now, in terms of true combos, Axe doesn't really have many. I did throw in a couple of weapon throw combos in there because, well, those are pretty good. And Axe does not have trouble building up damage at all. But in terms of like true combos, Axe doesn't have a lot. It's more or less a hit or run weapon. And I kind of hate that about it because it does like push the whole just play super patient, play super passive, you get rewarded, which is true, but I like to play aggressive, and you'll see that a bit where I try to slow and play passive, but I end up doing some stupid stuff because I try to rush. Dodge reads are pretty simple. You mainly want to punish with true combos, side light, D-light. You're mainly going to be punishing with side light Nair because you got a lot of juggles. Alright, now what better legend to portray Axe than the best Axe legend in the game? And that's Taros. That guy made a dumb decision there. I don't know what the hell happened. Taros is by far the best Axe legend. Probably still the best legend in the game. Axe has gotten a bit nerfed, and so did Hammer. But it's like, it's Taros. Come on. It's the same thing with saying like with Scythe nerfs and things like that. Like it doesn't really change too much. Although these last couple of nerfs on Scythe did actually have a big impact on the weapon. While I do agree that Scythe did deserve some nerfs, I can't really kill with it anymore. And that was a huge part of my game plan. Especially because like I play Jiro and I don't usually have time to like weapon star my opponent, things like that. It's kind of rough out here for those Scythe moves, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna die here? I'm gonna die before I get a 3-stop. This is what I was talking about like rushing and throwing out attacks that shouldn't be thrown out. I keep getting punished for it in other games. He's not punishing nearly as much as he could, but it's not too bad. Okay, got the hammer. Don't really want hammer, but hey, sometimes you gotta play your secondary weapon. He didn't die from that? I'm dead. Yeah, it shouldn't take much to kill him. Just like that. Alright, next up we're against the guy called Insig Abuser. Oh, that's not what he's gonna do to me. As you can see, I switched over to Roman Reigns. This is Kyna's trip. And I can see why Roman Reigns is actually a pretty cool crossover. Actually, if you're still watching it, comment below what's your favorite crossover in the game and why. It's racking up a bunch of damage. Get rid of this hammer. I did not mean to pick that up. Being a bit too aggressive at the ledge there, but I could have picked up something there. This is what I mean. Sometimes you gotta be a bit more patient. I don't know why I've been rushing these lately, but like, if you're gonna play patient, guys, like, don't just like wait in the corner. You can be a bit more aggressive with just your movement. A lot of great players like Sandstorm, Stingray, Markimu, they all say you can be way more aggressive with just your movement, and I have to agree with them on that. And let's see what he does next. Okay. Where is he? What just happened? I'll wait a few minutes. If he doesn't come back, then I'll just kick him off stage. Alright, I'm just gonna kick him off stage. I don't have time for this. Oh, there he is. I don't know what just happened there. I was gonna cut this whole section out. I guess he came back. If I sound tired, guys, it's like 6 a.m. I haven't slept all night, so I hope you all enjoy what I go through to make these videos for you guys. Struggling to get the kill here. Didn't get the reverse hit on it like I wanted to. There we go. Alright. Now playing Zol. Zol is actually one of my favorite X Legends. And it probably has one of my favorite crossovers in the game, being Amethyst. I'm a big Steven Universe fan. And so this skin right here actually is pretty cool to me. This phase racking up a little damage, not much, but I need to hurry up and get the kill here before they start wrecking more. I will say this, as much as I play like Axe, I struggle to kill with it. That's something I've actually been meaning to bring up. I don't think Axe is nearly as broken as some people think it is, simply because it can struggle to kill. And a lot of people look at me crazy when I say that, but it's like, if you look at the other Axe Legends, well, if you just look at the top Axe Legends in the game, like Rayman, Zol, and Teros, you need your Sigs to kill with this weapon. And those guys have really good Sigs. But if you look at someone like Bryn, whose Sigs kill late, or like Barraza, who Sigs do kill early, but they're pretty slow, you can struggle to kill with X. If you look at someone like Volkov, Volkov is especially bad with this. I don't want to just lose this game here. This guy's not too bad, but he's not the best I've played. I'm playing like dog shit right now. I'm gonna get Soxic, okay. Hopefully I can pick up the kill here soon. I don't want to get embarrassed. Alright, that should do it. I don't think it's making it past. Okay, so I am rematching this guy. He was pretty good. He's on Isaiah now, the Knicks crossover, which is also pretty good. It's just pretty expensive, which Brawlhalla has been doing crazy expensive things lately. Like that RBG cross, the RGB color. I'm not getting it. It's far too expensive. It's ridiculous for what everyone thought they was getting. It's just all around dumb. Man, that killed. And kind of thinking of what I said in that section. You guys can use ground pound to kill on stage. I wouldn't say you can go for that often, but hey, that's pretty good. I'm gonna die here. Yeah, hugging the wall too much. I mean, there isn't too much else I can say about Axe right now. Pretty safe, straightforward weapon. Pretty, like, I'm surprised a lot of people wanted this guy. Axe is pretty simple to me. I guess some people have the same issues I have where I struggle to kill with it. But that's just the nature of the weapon. It has really slow moves, so if you struggle to hit fast opponents, that's usually why. Like, even the best move on it for killing Seer is ridiculously slow. Which is why, like, Teros, Zol, and Jala do so well, because their secondary weapons are so good at killing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna lose my stock here in a second. Yep. Well, this thing is spiked like the last time. Man, he's actually making it pretty difficult. Please tell me I'm not gonna lose this. I don't want to lose. I fumbled. Well, you win some, you lose some. Wait. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for now. Quick shout out to the artist for making the art at the end of this video. It's really good, and I really love the cheapy art style they went for Jura. I'm gonna be linking their Instagram in the description if you want to go visit and look at some more of their art, and I highly recommend it, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.